Hello, people. Welcome to Rising Tide. I was not going to miss the release of this game. Let's get right to it. So our first guide that we're gonna do here, we're gonna do standard, all that stuff. We have four new civs. Alpha Law, which yields from city developments, is 150. The North Sea Alliance, aquatic cities have more combat strength and cost 50% less to move, and they can make planetfall on the ocean. Chung Su can also make planetfall on the ocean, but gets a free agent, and each covert operation gives 10 science. And integer agreements for diplomacy cost 50% less, and purchasing units and buildings cost 25% less. So, to explore this new expansion in full, we're going to play the North Sea Alliance. Everything else is the same here. We'll do culture, we'll do alienness, and we'll do a worker. We are going to do the primordial world, if we can find one. Rescan for planets. As you can see, they have different biomes now. We are going to activate all the victories. So what we just do here, primordial is the kind of new world, so that's what we're going to go for. Because they've separated the planets into different types of planets, which makes way more sense. So, every day for a little while, we're going to be coming out with a guide, probably around 10 a.m. to noon each day. This first one's going to mainly focus on the heads-up display and things of that nature, and then every day we'll build a little bit more on, and we're obviously going to play multiple games. I know they've changed a lot. They've changed the hybrid affinities, or they've added the hybrid affinities, they've added artifacts, they've added the ocean stuff, so I am pretty stoked to see what they've done with this game, I'm not gonna lie. So they put us right in an ocean, which is kind of nice. This looks to be a new resource called eggs. We are landing in. So before we go getting too far, let's look at some screens. We have the artifact screen, which allows you to combine 3 different artifacts into something. I haven't really messed with this much, though I have had the thought that maybe this relates to a contact victory somehow. Maybe not. I could be lying. It doesn't look like I was under the impression there would be a diplomatic victory, but it doesn't appear there is. There is diplomatic capital, though, which we will be using most heinously, I'm sure. Orbital layer doesn't look too different. We're going through to see if anything looks... Okay, this does look different. The upgrading screen is a lot different. As you can see, it has everything listed. And the way you level things up now, if you don't know already, is you go up this... This is how they added the hybrid affinities. You go up this circle, I guess. You start at your first level, you pick your proper affinity here, and then you can either go straight through that affinity or you can hybridize at the next level. And it's not, you don't have to go in an order. You could totally go purity over here, and then harmony, supremacy over here. It all depends on what you want for your units. And also, each one upgrades individually, so there's no connection, you can have totally mixing and matching things, which goes along with the hybrid affinities. They also, which I am fucking thrilled to say, have changed the tech web. You see they have all these different colors now, so things are way easier to see. Blue are for your buildings, orange is for your resources, dark blue are for improvements, it looks like, yellow is for wonders, purple is for improvements of sorts, and then the standard gray is for units. And I believe that's all I see for colors. You have green down here, which are victory conditions. And also you'll see around some of these rings, you'll see color, you'll see blue, yellow, red, those are obviously affinity related. They give 7 points in each affinity, so now it is a lot easier to get affinity points and spread them out amongst your technologies. So yeah, I am stoked. Let's get this shit rolling. We're only gonna play a couple turns. Now we'll probably play a few turns. So it looks like there's an alien nest over there. They look a little different. Build a bed. Now, aquatic cities don't grow with culture, obviously. I do like that the old Earth relic gives diplomatic capital now. But obviously the new cities can move, so there's really no need for the culture expansion thing, I don't think. Alright, anyway. The thermohaline rudder is a new building. Recycler and laboratory have always been around. Submarine, that's definitely new, and it's an invisible unit. That's the same. So we're going to go for ecology first, just to kind of test out some new buildings. I want to do as much different stuff as possible. We do have a landing. It didn't tell me who it was. The hell, man? Didn't even say hi. Those are new. What is that? Alien Ripper. Alright. They have new units, boys. They have new units. Now the oceans look a lot more detailed now. You can see on these, they call them coasts because they're not as high. You can see the ground. So when he gets done building his thing, you're going to be able to see it. And as you can see, we have these different sea improvements now, which I'm pretty excited for. Now these Hydra Corals are a new thing as well. And I don't think they're evil, really. I haven't had enough time to really Dora the Explorer this shit. They are apparently somewhat sadistic because they do have a defensive structure. I wonder if they're kind of like cities. Like I said, I haven't delved deep into this game. I like the new screen here. Resource pod searched. Basic satellites still intact. And they redid the virtue screen. Look at that. It looks like it's all the same shit, though. They just kind of revised the images in the back, which I'm okay with. We're going to go with a standard thing here. Get a second city early on. We don't need a solar collector this early. Have another landing coming in. They don't seem to like to say hi to me. That's not nice. Floatstone. This is pretty interesting. We have a lot of people landing. But he used to actually say their name and they used to say hi and shit. And they're not doing that now. Oh. Apparently that must be the diplomacy thing. My affinity. So it looks like you gain points. Okay, okay. You get perks. See how this is new. So you get perks for each one. And you get perks for combining, obviously. 0, 10, 0, 10 toward level 1. +1 science per level of supremacy or harmony. So yeah, this is pretty neat. We're going to go for supremacy harmony because I just really like the idea of that. And you gotta have to suck it up. Now, we can't talk to the leaders like we used to be able to. Maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. I could be dumb. I'm probably dumb. Now, I feel like having one city on the land and one city on the ocean isn't a bad idea. Now, see, we can move the city. It's right up here. We could move it away if we wanted to. Obviously, we're not going to do that right this minute. Let's get another explorer. I thought they were adding a diplomatic victory, but I guess they didn't. That looks to be a derelict settlement. Develop another virtue, go down the tree a little farther. Leave untouched. That's not quite what I wanted to do, actually, but that's okay. Totally. This is what happens when you play a new game at way past your bedtime. We're going to land. I think that is a lot of oh, no, it's only 4. I guess it's not quite as exciting as it looked. Get this resource pod. I want to make my way inland. I kind of want to put my second city on the land. Continues to harmony, continues to supremacy. We'll get the Harmony ones first. I do want to test out leashing aliens at some point. This is obviously a very dark world. That looked like some type of new alien unit of sorts. Look at that. They got all sorts of new shit. Obviously, we know the raptor bugs. Or manticore, sorry. Alien scarab. Now, these guys can't leash alien units until I think we get a certain, either a certain tech, I would assume it is. Alright, we're going to get our new settler, and I want to put him on the land. I want to kind of spread between land and sea, but there's not... it's not a ton around me that makes me want to settle on the land, honestly, except for way the fuck up there. We'll head up this way. I like the new colonist look in the water. Resource pod. This is definitely interesting. The graphics have gotten a bit of a boost too, undoubtedly. Now, putting my city all the way up there may not be the smartest tactic. But I've been known to do stupid things, so that's a-okay. That's why we picked a lower difficulty. More of that Hydra Coral stuff. Get a land city. An alien nest on Firaxite? That's new. They used to only be on the, oh, I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that this is a primordial world, but they used to only be able to spawn on xenomass. Obviously, they're probably gonna get pissed and... Oh no, they didn't. They left me alone. How odd. But they become a pain in the ass if I leave them. What is that? Hydra Coral brain? A mysterious site of unknown purpose. Can I, like, fuck with that thing? Like... Or would I have to build a city near it? You can tell I've not yet fucked with this game very much. Because I don't know much about the Hydra Coral. What we can do is look it up here. So for those of you who don't know, because there's actually a lot of people who don't know this, you can actually just click on this help button and look things up. And it can help out immensely when you're first learning the new stuff. Naval alien units. I'm sure there's an alien button. Maybe not. Naval alien units. No. Aliens. Alright, leashing alien units. Researching certain text will allow you to take control of certain alien units. So that's something to keep in mind. Guess we'll totally figure it out as we go, won't we? That's a-okay. That's what I'm here for. Alright. So, patrol boats are just the melee version of soldiers. And obviously gunboats have always been around. On completion, the city will move to the selected plot. Cities can only move one tile at a time, excuse me, and cannot move closer than 2 tiles from another city. So if we move here, I assume what's going to happen is that these 3 tiles are going to go away and that we're going to gain those 3 tiles. And that's really all I'm doing is trying to figure that out. I guess it really makes no point to build there if I'm not going to stay there, huh? Can I do anything to this? I would bet money if I had a city next to this, I'd be able to figure something out. If I can't figure it out before I finish, ooh, new Siege Dragon design. If I can't figure it out before I get done recording this set of guides, I will research it and get back to you guys. But that's not going to be till at least, it's a few days out. I'm recording I'm recording quite a bit right now. So, from day to day. Oh. Found a portable reactor and some fuel. It looks like we found an artifact discovered. Strings of Cremona. A musical instrument of exceptional quality. This is an old Earth artifact. So what I guess we're supposed to do is drag artifacts here and combine their shit. What the hell? You can't... Oh, the nests don't get destroyed by just walking on them anymore. That's why they're not attacking me. Huh. Changes everywhere, baby. Alright, let's get a patrol boat. Okay, it didn't move, but it kept the previous tiles. So I guess maybe... So this city, it's almost like it gets things through production rather than... I don't know how far out I can go, though, before it starts losing tiles. I'm sure there's an actual limit. Alright, we got Ecology. God, I'm overwhelmed. We're going to do genetics, head toward harmony, and also get some health. Because we just put up this new city. Our explorer will head north. There is a lot of xenomass in these 2 tiles. Marvel discovered. Oh my god, look at the size of that motherfucker. A living monolith emerging from the ocean. It resembles the Hydra Coral seen on the planet, but a bulbous protrusion stems from the armored base. I'm assuming it's talking about this enormous fucking thing. While probing its outer membrane, startled witnesses observed the nearby Hydra Coral shudder and twist. We don't know, but these giant brains seem to be connected to the Hydra Coral. Let's study... Can I study that shit? Of course we'll study that shit. I have no... Look at the size of that motherfucker. I think I just shit my pants. We're not in Kansas anymore, Jesus. This is the first time I've been so stoked to play this game. Oh, we got another high-mass friction welder. Alright. Shells. This is totally cray. boats fucking haul, though. Alright, we're gonna get a clinic. Ah, that's new. Sunken vehicle. Look at that. They even added underwater expeditions. Let's see what it yields. We got another. These are all old Earth artifacts. So if I plug these all in here, worn, and pristine. Research will produce a xenomass bathhouse. Let's try it. 22 culture units heal 100% after one turn in city. Jesus. So I assume by combining those things you get special buildings every time. I think it's safe to assume that.
If the personality traits you currently have don't seem as useful anymore, you can exchange them for new ones. You have enough diplomatic capital to do this now.
Alright, so let's look at this. Diplomatic capital, personality traits. This is something new. So there's character indefatigable. That must just be something to do with who I'm playing as. Obviously, I don't have really any agreements. So I can add a political, domestic, and military personality trait. I mean, I can't really do it now, even though it tries to say I can. Potential agreements. Alright. So at 150, it looks like I can get new personality traits. I will keep that in mind. I don't know why it told me now. Old Earth Relic first. I can, in fact, shoot the Hydra Coral, but I'm not going to. I feel like it's a terrible idea. Another new unit right there. What is that? An alien? Oh no, those are wolf beetles. They just got... It must be primordial world, or the different worlds, they have different designs for each alien. That would make sense, wouldn't it? There's a lot of freaking xenomass in this ocean. Definitely the 2 science. And it's far enough away that it doesn't piss me off. I like it. I think I'm going to put a city in here. Seems smart given the xenomass. Genetics is done. I got 7 points toward harmony. Now, playing this like a smart individual. Visions of the Storm I obviously knew about. Found an outpost. Build a Xeno Sanctuary. So that would be alien... No, that would be alien sciences. I thought. Oh, isn't it, God, I have no idea. You shouldn't play this game if you are, like, loopy. Xeno Sanctuary, I totally don't remember where it is. Could have moved on me. I thought it was over here. Xeno Sanctuary, there it is. Okay, I wasn't that far off. Don't hate me too much. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go for engineering next.
You have enough diplomatic capital to upgrade.
Okay. My traits. Now I can do one of these. Add a let's domestic city. So you can basically do food, health, production, culture, science, gold, military, trade routes, intrigue, and orbital duration. Here you can do, oh, this is political. So this must be, health for each agreement, cheaper to buy things with culture, or to get things with culture, conversion rate, virtues cost 2 less culture, 4 science per turn for active agreement, XP, trade routes, and then you obviously have military. So for now, I think we're going to go domestic. And because I'm a science type guy, that's what we're going to do. There we go. Now, we still only have one expedition module per explorer. That's what those are called. Get a cyto nursery. Thoughtful chess set. I don't know why that'd be floating around an alien planet, but for some reason the xenomass that's in the lakes, oh, that thing grew. Shit grows on you. Oh.
Come, Mr. Haban. The Commonwealth welcomes you.
What up, my Nigerian? I don't know why you're talking to me. That's fantastic. Finally, someone seems to... I guess they land, and then when you get close to them, they finally talk to you. We'll get that. And we get a free virtue. Right. I shouldn't be playing this at this time of morning because I tend to make stupid decisions, but so far I'm liking the game. To be honest, it's gonna take me a while to get used to some of the new stuff, but I'm definitely not disliking the changes thus far. I don't usually like ocean anything on any Civ game, but this is actually doing a pretty good job of keeping me entertained. Wow, look at the size of that thing. Massive meteorite crater. Yeah, I think I read about these, honestly. Deus Ex Chemia. Although shockwave felt across the globe, reports of the damage in the colonies have been mercifully light. While this massive crater may be too dangerous to approach, our planet is now marked by dozens of smaller collisions. Nitrogen is a relatively foreign element on this planet, and our chemists are eager to measure its effects. We should explore these smaller impact sites. Alright. Study Hydra Coral brains. So I wonder if maybe now, if I go to this thing with an explorer or worker, maybe I can do something with it. Now that I found the big MFR, obviously I can't do anything with this because I'm using them. Well, there's a lot of Hydra Coral there. There's Polystralia. I like how this planet has a ton of xenomass and very little for Firaxite. Every source of Firaxite's 2. 2, 2, 2, and yet all over the place there's 8 xenomass. Let's not get trapped in there. definitely an interesting... Those guys are plankton, I see. We shall build an underwater farm. Definitely interesting. I mean, I still don't have much of an idea what's going on, but we will stumble through it together. And I can't say I don't have a total not clue what's going on, but... Alright, we're gonna land just to explore Polystralia a little bit. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this video here. Like I said, every day there will be a new one. We're gonna go over some different topics. So far, you know, today was mainly just kind of getting accustomed to some of what's going on here. And yeah, mainly just look at some of the new changes to the heads-up display, which so far I'm pretty impressed with. So yeah, like and subscribe to keep up to date on all the content coming out. Leave a comment, let me know any questions you have, any answers to questions I've asked on here if you know them. Obviously, you know, it's going to be a few guides ahead of where I am now because I'm recording in chunks. So it may not, if you say something and I read it, it may not be for a couple of the videos until I see it. But, you know, and also comment, because I am doing a bunch of these different types of games. Let me know what types of victories and other things you'd like to see a guide on. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.